mid-game tempo swings. And T1 don't get matched here and might have an opportunity to go for Flandre here.
Yeah, it's a big flash to come through. Carrier just looks him down, and Flandre is terrified of the Glitterlance, so they will be able to move on forward. T1 got themselves the Rift Herald and were uncontested.
And look at this crescendo in the top lane. This is where you send your Aphelios. We've seen this so many times in the LCK. You make a rotation like this with a bot duo, and if you get a kill, amazing. If you don't, you're still going to get so much power on this Aphelios.
What's the one thing that T1 always do?
This.
They go for early Herald with everyone, and this time the rotation isn't read by EDG. Yes, they cross-map, they're able to pick up a couple of plates on Viper, they're able to clean up the side of the jungle, or the bot side of the jungle, but I don't think
these plays aren't equal.
No.
These plays are not equal. I mean, you're going to get all these plates very slowly here as EDG, but you're going to give over that extra inner turret gold here potentially. They have to commit so many resources to defend it, but 2 charges here and all the plates to top side. Real answer, unfortunately, on the side of EDG. You're not going to get anything out of this. You're not even going to be able to push those bottom plates anymore. And trading up once again here in the macro game for T1.
Well, Flandre is now in trouble. The immediate flash in from Canna, and they just explode the chase. Flandre with no flash, no way out. About in relation to T1, as Owner now lying in wait, going to get raked, but not going to get dashed on because, of course, he's Poppy. Steadfast presence, pretty good ability. Therefore, no engage possible.
Yeah, very nice attempt here for T1 to actually kind of bait a fight. Wild Growth's about to come back up. They're actually committing.
Yeah, big Destiny to come forward. And by big, I mean Faker's just going to head into that Pix Brush.
You're going to lose a lot bottom with this, actually, as T1.
Creating a turret maybe for Shirley as Gumayushi just trying to bully his way back towards this mid lane. Clears out the minion wave. But this is all T1 against the clock as they want to be able to take Shirley.
Scout has teleport, so he can join this fight if EDG want to commit.
Getting the turret as well, so they're trading up.
He just wants more. He's just trying to slow us down, but T1 are going to get it.
Yep, Canna also trying to rotate around, but he's not quite in position. But T1 do manage to lock down the Rift Herald. Now Faker moving on in. There's the final chapter. Maybe a flash needs to be used, but no, it's going to be the stopwatch first. As that bullet time just to zone T1 away from their turret. Now the teleport's going to come through. Moonlight Vigil comes down from Gumayushi already. So much damage available to flash forward. The dash cannon as well from Canna, but now they're trying to turn it around. The Yuumi, unfortunately, oh no, Mako tries to save his jungler, but instead throws his life away, and T1 wipe the team fight.
Such a beautiful fight from T1. You have Kana on the flank on the left side there. He gets into a position to push, and then as soon as Edward Gaming push a little bit too far, he can teleport in. You've got that lockdown there. And Edward Gaming, they have a comp that can blow up single targets. They have a lot of burst damage. They have a lot of mobility. But if you actually get the jump on them first when they overextend, T1's composition has so much power.
Now goes outers, but it might be inner turret falling down as well here for T1. His owner's going to move on round the side. EDG, the rest of them getting into position as, oh dear, that is a very dead Lulu once again. As that is now Moonlight Vigil to come forward, and I think that was the ulti from Viper immediately cancelled.
When you do just step that 1 foot too far over the line without flash.
I really wanted to see that cancel again because it was very fun. It didn't actually have an impact at all because it was just the 1 kill, but it was funny.
It's still good disengage there from Owner as well as Destiny's going to come forward. Faker looking for his opportunity. Everfrost onto Viper, but not too much more as there's the empowered shock blast. Faker still looking for it, as that's a very fast red card. As now the flash forward from Canna. They get the stun onto Flandre, and he is just dead. As soon as Owner gets there and presses W, there is no way out.
Put some respect.
Keep pushing forward.
Put some respect in Kana's name. This guy is making big plays this game. Flash forward there once again. It's not over yet.
Yep, the ulti to come through is great. Stun card comes out from Faker. Joy in a little bit of trouble. Now the ulti is on cooldown. Scout flanking through the side, but T1 are not relenting. They're looking to take down this inhibitor turret. And there's the stun. The walk up and stun from Owner is now Scout's in trouble. Owner still pressing forward. Canna getting some damage down onto Viper, who has to get out of there with his Gale Force. And T1, they've just walked in, taken the turret, and now they'll walk back with a long road.
T1 can set up a fight in this choke point with a new slicing maelstrom that's set up. I mean, how do you respond here as EDG? You don't have a lot of information. You don't have a lot of choices. Look at this. Blind.
Oof. I was a little bit scared for Viper there, but he is going to be all right. It's T1 in position. Faker finds the gold card. Everfrost, the chain CC is just too good. And with the Destiny, he can't go invisible. It's just impossible for the Talon to get himself out. And now Destiny from Faker immediately back towards this Baron. No jungler on EDG. It's about as textbook as as it gets.
And again, the ultimates are down. They were both used in that fight, but there is still the poke available. T1 might get their health bars taken low here, but they're looking for a possible turn.
Yep, Faker already on the flank.
Looking for Flandre.
Control board goes down as now Flandre in trouble once again. Owner is going to get on forward. He takes a lot of damage, but he's going to be absolutely fine. Once again, Canna finding everyone with his ultimate. The Realm Warp gets the Rise out, but they're not going to be able to stop this Baron anymore.
There's just no way you could take this fight without those crucial ultimates, but you can't just give up the Baron. You've got to try something. They don't have it. They look a little bit lost here in some of these fights because they could have tried to make a cross-map play. I don't think you win this Baron fight in any scenario without those key ultimates.
I also think that what we're seeing here, and this is something that Hold My God.
You're going to have to hold on to that one as Reggio in so much trouble. Not going to be able to take his Gromp. That is illegal. But he is going to be able to flash himself to relative safety.
Combination of ultimates or a possible collapse. If T1 do overstep at any point.
Yeah, this inhibitor taking a little bit of damage, but Canna on the bottom side as well. He's going to remove the second inhibitor turret of the game as that's the flash forward. He doesn't care about the exhaust. Canna 1 versus 2. He's got the best item in the game, so he'll be absolutely fine. Scout as well is going to go golden, but the situation's far more dire for him as Faker will lock down the Rise. A Destiny comes in a little bit mistimed on that rake, but T1 are going to push forward. Nexus turrets now fall and they'll tie up their scoreline here at Worlds Groups with EDG. The Nexus is the focus. They're not worried about any of the funny business, but they will grab a couple of extra kills before they tie this one up. And you can see a bit of a wry grin on Faker's face as he takes down the Nexus.
I mean, this means now.
얘네 미드 간다. 아래 거의 밀었어.
유미공만 인지하자.
위에 걸리지만 아래 밀었어.
그냥 궁 쳐줄 테니까 밀래?
이거 라이즈 공도 인제.
제이스.
제이스
얘 뭐고 이거?
야 아래.
라이즈.
미포 노플 아래 봐줘. 아래 봐줘.
라이즈 잡았거든?
미포 노플.
천천히.
이겼어. 미드.
오케이 천천히 피 관리하면 돼.
미드 갑시다. 미포 노플.
왼쪽 거 왼쪽 거.
왼쪽 거.
야 미포 공도 없어.
하지 말고. 좋아. 이거 끝날만하다. 우리 안 들어가도 돼. 들어가는 거 맞아.
미포 노공이야 노돌펑.
투표한테 곡화 가나? 이속 가능?
밀기만
아 밀었다 이거.
야 시간. 점프가.
점프 다 죽여.
나이스. 잡아야 되겠다.
야 유미 잡아. 나이스.
B ended up. Of course, Edward Gaming, as they lost on Thieves, means they are dropping just a second seed. T1 are top in the group. So far, so good. Korea 2-2 for first place.
And every time, Freak, we've been talking about this all day. EDG are in a group with T1, and they just can't get first. In LPL in week 2, it does not look good. EDG only going 1-2 today. Obviously, FPX are out yesterday. For EDG, at least they make it to quarters. They get to show their stuff in best of 5s, but I will say pretty